Upright arrangement features flowers positioned in a slim, zigzag line. The materials used in this lesson are 5 gerberas, leather fern, 5 gladioli leaves, tall container, florist foam, wide tear ribbon, spear grass and 22 gauge wire. Soak the florist foam in water for several minutes. To raise the foam higher than the edges of the container, fill it halfway with pieces of crumpled paper. Place a piece of cellophane or plastic about 18 centimetres by 18 centimetres on top of the crumpled paper. Place the soaked foam lengthwise in the container so it stands about 5 centimetres above the top edges. To hold the foam firmly in position, place a few pieces of crumpled paper in the back. Turn the container so the corner faces towards you. Cut the stem of the smallest gerbera 35 centimetres long. To hold the head erect, insert a long 22 gauge wire up into the base of the flower head, wind the wire spirally down and around the stem 3 or 4 times, cut off the excess wire at the end of the stem. Insert the gerbera to stand upright in the back of the foam. Cut the stem of the next smallest gerbera 30 centimetres long. Wire it and insert in front of the gerbera with the flower head slightly to the left. Cut the stem of the next smallest gerbera 20 centimetres long. Wire it and insert it in front of the previous gerbera with the flower head slightly to the right. Cut the stem of the largest gerbera 12 centimetres long. This will be the focal flower. Wire it and insert it into the front of the foam to extend out slightly further than the other flowers. Cut the stem of the remaining gerbera 12 centimetres long. Wire it and insert it at an angle in the front corner of the foam so it extends downwards. Flowers have now been placed in a slim zigzag line. Cut a piece of leather fern 30 centimetres long and place it in front of the first gerbera stem. Cut 3 pieces of leather fern 15 centimetres long. Remove the bottom leaves and position one in the left side, one in the right side and one in the right corner to extend downwards. Place a few more pieces of leather fern around between the tips of the foliage. The foliage has now been placed around the edges to form the outline shape. Cut pieces of leather fern about 12 centimetres long, insert them in the top of the foam, fanning them out to the sides. To make a foliage loop, cut a gladioli leaf 25 centimetres long and fold it back. Pinch the base, place a short 22 gauge wire behind and wind the right wire twice tightly around and bring the wire straight down. Make 2 more loops in the same way. You can also make 2 loops with a folded back tip. These leaves should be about 40 centimetres long. Wire each one across the base in the same way as before. The loops can be used as is, or you can cover the wire stems with floral tape for about 5 centimetres. Insert 1 loop in the top right side and one with a pointed tip lower down. Insert a loop in the top left side of the foam. Insert a loop with a pointed tip in the centre of the side of the foam. Insert a loop in the lower left side of the foam. The back can be filled in with moss or pieces of foliage. If using moss, cut a few 22 gauge wires into 5 centimetre lengths and bend them into U-shaped hairpins. Spread the moss out and secure it in position with the hairpins. If you prefer, you can use pieces of leather fern about 10 centimetres long, fanning them out and bringing the bottom ones down over the edge of the container. Cut 3 pieces of spear grass about 50 centimetres long. Insert one to stand upright behind the top gerbera in the back of the foam. Insert 1 piece on each side and snip off the tips to make them slightly shorter than the centre piece. Position shorter pieces of spear grass around the edges in groups of 2 to extend out slightly further than the flowers. They should all appear to radiate from the centre of the arrangement. Place a piece of ribbon around the base of the container. Secure it neatly at the back with a short piece of clear sticky tape. Spray lightly with water. Flowers positioned like this in a zigzag line can also be used along the centre in a larger arrangement.